Does connecting with a higher power really hold the key to spiritual awakening? Welcome to Path of Transformation with Anjali, Chugh. Our program will bring you the tools and techniques needed for transformation on a physical, spiritual, emotional, and psychological level. Now, here's your host, Anjali, Chugh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first show of Path of Transformation. The show is going to be all about transformation. What is the need of transformation, the tools you would need to transform yourself, and basically the transformation on all levels, physical, emotional, psychological, and above all, spiritual. I'm sure you must have heard it a million times that all of us are here for a purpose. We choose this life for various reasons, like completing some unfinished business, learning our lessons, but all said and done, the most important of all reasons is to evolve as spiritual beings. It so happens that when a soul passes through different levels of consciousness and approaches this realm to choose a body for doing what needs to be done, it gets so much caught up in the matrix, that's what I love to call it, that it forgets the very purpose of being born on this earth, and what follows is a lifelong struggle to get out of this matrix. Well, sounds ironical, but that's what it is. A path that we choose out of our own sweet will soon turns out to be the most grueling and overwhelming experience we could have ever imagined. We start questioning ourselves why we chose this life in the first place. Those endless struggles, emotional upheavals, disappointments, heartbreaks, failures, betrayals that we face in this life are really nerve-wracking. In a way, it becomes, for most of us, just a fight for survival. Our focus shifts from fulfilling our soul's purpose to fighting for survival. And in the process, what happens, we lose connection with our higher self. We get surrounded by so much noise and so much clutter, so much chaos in attending to our daily life chores that we literally become deaf to that feeble inner voice that keeps making desperate attempts to remind us of our purpose, but we fail to respond to it. That's very unfortunate. And why does it happen? It happens because as we become more and more grounded in this realm, we become so much engrossed in the world existing outside of us that we forget about the world inside us, the world which is much vaster and much more authentic than the illusory world we live in. Well, consider yourself fortunate if you get reminders every now and then that you need to look inward. When I hear people whimpering and complaining about life situations, I feel like telling them, what were you expecting, a bed of roses? Oh, come on, it's a learning ground, a test center for the souls. It's supposed to be the way it is, difficult. But you need to pass the test in order to go on to the next higher level. That's the way it is. We are aware, as we're stepping into a new Aquarian age, we are entering into a higher level of consciousness. Everything around us is changing. And I'm sure you must have heard it a number of times. Perhaps this is why more and more people are becoming aware of the importance of being spiritually awakened now. You know, it almost feels like the human race is finally waking up from years of sleep and finally taking action to align with higher energy. We all know we're not just physical bodies. We are spiritual beings, more like, you can say, bundles of energy constantly emitting magnetic rays, capable of attracting and repelling, be it people or occurrences. We have the power to do that. We often underestimate the power of mind. It's so powerful that it can create what it wants to. Well, all the more reason we need to be careful in monitoring our thoughts. But how do we monitor our thoughts? How do we regulate our actions for creating a better life? What is our mind capable of in the first place, and how can we create our own reality? These are some of the questions that will be answered in a few moments from now. So, friends, this is where we're going to begin our path of transformation, taking the first step to alter our thought process. Today we have here with us Jackie Lapin, the author of Practical Conscious Creation and The Art of Conscious Creation. She's the founder of creator of LifeWisdomNetwork.com and the founder of United World Healing. The Art of Conscious